Today I'm reviewing the Cosrx B5 Panthenol Cream. And really quick, I just want to say I purchase all these products with my own money. I'll never waste your time with sponsored ads or videos. So if you want to help support the channel, check out nobsbeauty.com. Check my Patreon community or click on the link below. Okay. So, very short description. And this is a product I've been meaning to review for quite some time. And try for quite some time. Finally getting to it. Okay. The description says, expecting tomorrow, Pro Vitamin B5, 10%, skin protecting cream for sensitive skin, which strengthens the skin barrier with 10% of D-Panthenol. So, very nice, short, neat. There's a similar product to this, actually. They're Balancium Panthenol cream. They're Balancium. That one's similar to this, but it does have a little bit of essential oils in it. So this one is preferred to that one in general. So, okay. My first criteria is packaging and no issues with the opaque squeeze tube packaging. Very convenient, small enough to travel with if we ever travel again. Keeps the ingredients protected. And I love the fact that they put the expiration date on the top of it. Very nice. A lot of brands don't think to do that, but it's so nice. Even with a product that doesn't necessarily have a lot of active ingredients, it's just nice to have an idea of, especially if you're like a skincare junkie like me. So, in terms of denatured or drying types of alcohol, this does not contain any of those. Very nice. And then in terms of fragrance, this is also fragrance-free and has no noticeable scent. I'm going to put an asterisk on the end of that, though. And when I get to ingredients, I'm going to talk more about that asterisk. The manufacturing location for this one is Korea, so no issues with that. Ease of use, so apply a proper amount evenly, avoiding the eye area. Personally, I like to mix this with a little bit of retinol. Sometimes if you just have retinol, it's a little strong. Or if you just have a retinol, you want to make it last a little longer, it's really nice that way. So you can mix it with that. The nice thing about this one is it absorbs pretty quickly. So it's easy to use in your morning routine or evening routine. It layers very well, layers nicely under most sunscreens or every sunscreen I've tried it with. And personally, I love to use this especially on my neck area, which is always very dry, irritating, and sensitive. So I find ingredients similar to the ones in this product really have helped keep it from becoming dry and irritated, especially with the weather. And I like to use this as like a first layer, and then I'll layer like a thicker cream over it. And it really seems to help my neck area from being sensitive. And I like the fact that once it absorbs, it sets to a matte finish, which doesn't look radiant and it doesn't look matte. It just looks natural. So very nice. Plays well with other products. No issues with that. Should I do a quick pH test for my... I don't know. I guess I will. What the heck? I've got the little stick right here, so... Although with the cream, it's not ideal. So the pH of this one looks to be just about... Oh, sorry. Just above 5. Right in between 5 and 6, which is probably where you want to see a product like this. So no issues with that. Okay, so let's get to the good stuff. Antioxidants and beneficial ingredients. So we've got 10% panthenol, which is the second ingredient. Panthenol, I guess I've talked about it because it does have a tendency to show up towards the bottom of a lot of products because it's a good ingredient. But I haven't talked a lot about what it does. So panthenol is a soothing, repairing ingredient. It's also a humectant that helps the skin attract water and hold on to it. So because it does contain some of those sodium hyaluronate ingredients in there and the humectants, if you use this in your skincare routine, you want to make sure to use something over it, thicker cream when possible. It has anti-inflammatory and skin protecting abilities. Studies show that it can reduce the irritation caused by other ingredients like fragrance, which is nice. Research also shows that it might be useful for wound healing since it promotes fibroblast proliferation, which fibroblasts are the cells that form for wound healing, then skin firming and collagen production. So a very good ingredient to have. 10% is a nice amount. It's the second ingredient in the product. So you do see it in a lot of products, but it's nice to have a little bit higher concentration. I can attest to its skin repairing, soothing, and hydrating abilities, especially for my neck. Okay, then we've got sunflower oil, which is a very good emollient for your skin. It helps hydrate your skin, keep it smooth and soft. It also helps protect the surface of the skin, which is good, and also enhances healing for the damaged or irritated skin barrier. Sunflower oil also speeds up the recovery time of the skin barrier. And some studies show that within an hour of applying sunflower oil to your skin, the skin is healed significantly just within an hour of using it. So it also contains fatty acids such as linoleic and oleic acid. Also, unrefined versions of sunflower oil contain a little bit higher percentage of some of those good oils, or some of those good acids. So, and one other thing, sunflower oil is on the comedogenic scale. It's a 0, meaning it doesn't cause, shouldn't cause breakouts and things like that. However, sometimes if something has a 0, I'm not totally sold that it's totally okay for everybody because hyaluronic acid has a 0. However, I find it suffocating a little bit in large amounts. So it doesn't necessarily mean that it's safe for everybody, but in general, it should be pretty safe for acne-prone skin. Okay, then we've got hydroxyacetophenone, which is it's an ingredient that functions as a preservative as well as an antioxidant and skin-soothing ingredient. You see it a lot in a lot of products. Then we've got sodium hyaluronic cross-polymer, which is, it's kind of a combination of sodium hyaluronate and it's cross-linked, meaning it's that normal hyaluronic acid is chemically bound together to create a kind of a mesh almost. And the special hyaluronic mesh has remarkable water binding capacity, 5 times more than normal hyaluronic acid. So, and sodium hyaluronic cross-polymer also has some antioxidant and skin repairing abilities as well. Then we've also got, obviously, sodium hyaluronate, hyaluronic acid, and hydrolyzed hyaluronic acid, which are all humectants. Not my favorites, but seems to work well in this product. Just be sure to layer something thicker over it. Use it early in your routine and layer something thicker over it. Okay, then we've got, so I said it has no fragrance and no noticeable scent with an asterisk. So the asterisk of that is an ingredient called raspberry ketones. So some say that raspberry ketones typically are used, a synthetic form of it, and it's typically used as a fragrance agent. However, there are a lot of sources that say raspberry ketones also have some factor that can help dermal insulation, growth factors, and also there's some studies that show raspberry ketones can help with hair growth. There's also, when you Google raspberry ketones, there's also a lot of body lotions, raspberry ketone body lotions, which say they are fat-burning lotions. So, raspberry ketones, to me, looks like an ingredient that might have some small fragrance abilities. However, it also has some good potential skin smoothing, skin anti-aging abilities. So it's the very last ingredient on here, I believe. Well, I don't think that's the full list. I think it's the very last ingredient. I don't notice any scent to this. And since raspberry ketones has shown to have some potential good benefits, I'm not going to knock them for the point for fragrance, especially since this doesn't have any scent. And since, there's some fragrant ingredients that are actually good for skin and not irritating. Vanilla is one of them, vanillin. It's a good antioxidant, also gives things a scent. Cucumber is another good one, aloe. They all have natural scents, but they're actually good for skin as opposed to like bergamot fruit oil or eucalyptus oil or things like that. So in general, they don't have negative abilities to really irritate skin, but they do give off a scent. So that's why I didn't knock them for that. So, and it seems like certain sites say one thing, other sites say another thing, but there's not a lot of real skincare research on raspberry ketones from published studies. I've only seen a few. And those were the ones that said it helps with dermal insulin growth factors and are good for anti-aging. So, okay, then we get to animal testing. Cosrx is cruelty-free, so no issues with that. So for performance, I'm very happy with this. Since I added this into my routine, especially my neck area has healed so much. And my neck area is so sensitive, it's so hard to find a good product that doesn't irritate it, doesn't dry it out, doesn't break it out, and it actually heals it. And this is one of the few things that I've been able to use without any issues. There's not a lot. I found propolis. Some propolis products have really helped as well. This is another one that's really done a great job for me, for especially my neck and my face. And the nice thing is it only contains a few acneogenic ingredients and none that are very frighteningly acneogenic. Butylene glycol, Cetearyl alcohol, and Carbomer. So, pretty short list. So, I would say this is overall pretty friendly for acne-prone skin, as long as you're okay with some of the Dimethicone. It's far down the ingredient list, but overall pretty friendly. So, then we get to the price. So, this tube is 50 milliliters or 1.6 ounces, and it retails for about $26. And I wanted to try this product like a year or two ago, but I could never find it really on sale. And I still have never really found it on sale. So $26, however, for a product where a little amount goes a long way, and it's a pretty good product, isn't ridiculously expensive, especially compared to some other products out there. It's not super cheap, but it's not ridiculous. And then we come to the It Factor, and really like this one. Very good option for hydrating and soothing dry, sensitive skin. It's not a product that can do everything other than really help calm, soothe, and hydrate sensitive skin. I mean, it's not going to do anything for anti-aging or anything like that. But overall, it's a pretty darn good product and one that I really find a decent option, especially if you have dry, sensitive, red skin and haven't found anything that really works well. This is one worth checking out. Also, cruelty-free, fragrance-free, alcohol-free, pretty affordable. So this one got a 10 out of 10, which brings me to tomorrow's video, which will finally be my Hall of Fame, just the 10s. So this one will show up there. So anyway, I'm interested in hearing from you guys if you've had a chance to check this out and what your thoughts are. So leave a comment. I love hearing from you guys. And stay tuned for tomorrow. Thank you so much.